between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball next on the show. Dan Winkler is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
So here is Kevin Newman, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Now the first pitch. This one's down to third. And a good throw gets him, one gone. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Hero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
So now it's Brian Reynolds as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
The 0-1. Reynolds was born in Maryland. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. 1 out, nobody on. Little chopper back to the mound. And there's out number 2. So next to bat will be Ke'Bryan Hayes. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's 1 for 2. First pitch on the way. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Hayward giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So a fairly painless top of the first, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Tyler Anderson will be on the mound for the Buccos. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
First pitch of the AB now. Javier Baez is into game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
Behind 0-2 now. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Frazier is there. He's got it 1 away. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Here's Jason Hayward now as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call the pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, D-Roll. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone. Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Off-speed pitch just missed inside. Pitch popped up, and that's going to land foul.
Hey, last two pitches back-to-back, off-speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything.
Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Back goes Polanco at the track, into the basket, and it's gone. A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
When this one left the bat, I thought it was going to be an easy out to right, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and the right fielder gave it a great effort and almost brought it back, but no dice.
Batting third. Third base.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Head-to-head numbers against Tyler Anderson. He's gone 3 for 8. He's taken him deep once. That evens it up 1-1. Anderson is at least partially known for a good changeup, and it's not just any change of speed pitch. It dances all over the place. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 1-2.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
Hit down the line at first. And that's through for a hit. Bryant around first, heading for second.
Wow, he must be living right because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splinter, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
Ian Happ is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Strike 2.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. He's got it, and they tag him out, but this will work as a sort of a sacrifice as the runner moves up. Into the box, Wilson Contreras. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. A ball and no strikes.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You've got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
Fouled off. The set and the 1-2, and he got him, minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second, and the Cubs have an early 1-0 lead. Now at the plate here is Brian Goodwin. Lifetime against this particular arm. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
That is good. The first baseman, number 19, Colin Moran.
And now here is Colin Moran. He's set. Here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So the bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the left-handed hitting outfielder Gregory Polanco bats next. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Back goes Hayward at the track, the wall. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Gregory Polanco leaves the yard with a solo shot. Second home run early in the year, and the Bucks have drawn even now at 1 apiece.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball.
And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Last half of the second set to go, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo.
The first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
First pitch on its way.
No. 1 ball, no strike.
And a step off. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman.
1-1.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another 2-2 offering. A little bouncer. Here's another 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Newman's got it, and that's out number 1.
Batting 7th, the left fielder, Jake Marisnick.
Here's Jake Marisnick. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And there's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. Now the 2-1.
No. 3-1.
Not cheated there as he takes a big hack, and it's 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has
Batting
wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box now, Ildemaro Vargas. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one.
Sometimes you just can't overthink it. If a guy can't hit a certain pitch in a certain quadrant, why would you throw him anything else? Case in point, this guy's cold zone is away, and this pitcher keeps attacking that exact spot.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4, according to Woody Keller.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off of the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference. I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. Hard hit ball to second, right to him. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. We played 2 full innings, and we are tied 1-1. Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. First pitch of the AB now. Ball 1. Now the 1-0. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Hal is right there, 1 down.
Batting up.
1 away now in the Pittsburgh 3rd, and that'll bring up Tyler Anderson. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This is flared out towards second, and this is taken for the out. So the Pirates' batting order turns over and is set to go. Kevin Newman, second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. Here's the first pitch. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
High and deep down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Vargas is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. And we're back for the bottom of the 3rd. Let's check in with Heidi Watney. ready to go for the last half of the inning. And that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Javier Baez.
Ball.
And he lays off there,
Ball
1-0.
game.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
No strike.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Hit hard down the line. Scooped up. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now back.
Stepping up is Jason Hayward. And we'll see what he can do here after going deep his first time up. Lays off 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In there, and it's even at 1.
Playing 11. 1-1.
Good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Playing 12. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Counts even to Hayward, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
No.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Good battle. Count remains full. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Again, another foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for a base hit. His 2nd in as many trips to the plate.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, D-Row. 8 pitch at bat. Finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag, and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him. Not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting the result.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. A ball and a strike now to Bryant. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Now the payoff pitch home. Skied into straightaway right. There to make the play is Polanco, and there are 2 away now. And he will hustle back to first as he thinks better of trying to move up. So 2 are gone now in the Cubs' half of the 3rd, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. From the belt, kicks and deals. Grounded weakly down the line toward 3rd. But this is foul for the first strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Shoots this one over to first. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. Stepping in once again is Brian Reynolds. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Brian Reynolds.
From the stretch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
1 strike.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Here it comes, 0-2.
Ball.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Happ is right there. 1 down.
the third baseman.
So bases are empty with one gone. And up next is Ke'Bryan Hayes. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Goodwin. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Hayward has a read on it. And he's got it for the final out of the frame. Down in order go the Pirates. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth, tied 1-1. Bottom of the inning now, and stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras.
The catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Now the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. And it's a foul ball. Another 0-2 coming.
Ball, no.
Gotta think our man behind the plate thought twice about that one. About as close as it gets.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher. High in the air down the right field line. On the move is Polanco. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So bases are empty with one out now. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. No balls and a strike to count. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. High in the air out to center field. Reynolds is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Next up, Jake Marisnick. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Marisnick isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate.
Man, I'm not sure I've ever seen a play like that before. To say that error was costly would be a big understatement. Looked like a circus act out there.
In now, Ildemaro Vargas. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He drew a base on balls his first time up. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Slow little grounder left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, 1 error, and no one left. We played 4 full. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Derek Shelton during the commercial break about the Pirates' offense, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Leading off the
Okay,
fifth,
thank you, Heidi.
the first baseman, number 19, Colin Moran.
First pitch of the AB now. Colin Moran
Ball.
is at the plate as he watches ball one. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball two.
Hey, I
2-1.
hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
3-1.
Time to wake up
Three
the
balls,
offense
one
right here.
strike.
3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
And a good eye here as he takes ball four, and it's a base on balls to lead off the fifth inning.
This is only their second base runner of the game
Now batting.
after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball.
Gregory Polanco will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 home. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with two strikes. Here's a look over to first.
He's safe.
And a dive, but he's back. The 1-2. Swung on and belted to right by Polanco. This one's deep. Back goes Hayward. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. And he makes it there with a double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of role they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
So here's Adam Frazier as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
As a look, now the pitch. Look out, 2-0 now. As a look, now the pitch. 3-0 now.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, the next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. 3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Popped up. Under it is Rizzo. One away. Next, it'll be Jacob Stallings trying to bring in the tying run from third here. First pitch on its way. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
To 1-2 now. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Boy, that'll cure being down by a run. Big 2 RBI base hit right there, D-Row, to give his team the lead.
Yeah, he flipped the script on that one, Dan. They were losing by 1. Huge knock right there. Hopefully the pitcher goes out and attacks.
So now to the plate, Tyler Anderson. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Now the 0-1. Too high. 1-2.
1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Count remains 2-2. This one skied out toward right. Hayward on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Up next, Kevin Newman. The third at-bat in this one. He's bounced out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. First pitch on its way. Swing and a ground ball to third, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Pirates 3 and the Cubs 2. Set now for the bottom of the 5th and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Dan Winkler. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. 1-1.
Ball.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
2-1 pitch is a cut fastball taken for strike 2. Hit softly on the ground to first. He's right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 9.
And that brings up Javi Baez. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Baez.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Reynolds is on the move for it, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there.
The right fielder. Big play. Hayward.
Here's the first pitch. This one's down to third. Scooped up. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his third hit of the afternoon. So stepping in is Chris Bryant, trying here to plate the tying run from second to Frazier at the bag. And he is out on the tag. One hit, one left. 5 innings complete. Bucks out in front, 3-2. New inning set to get underway, and coming forward is the switch-hitting outfielder, Brian Reynolds.
Center fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds.
Now here's the pitch. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy. The relay. And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him. Ke'Bryan Hayes digging in now. As he'll take a look at ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ is under this one. And that's out number 2.
Now batting.
Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. Flew out last time up. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Here's the 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Center fielder on the run. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They're up 3-2. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and set to go is the switch-hitting outfielder, Ian Happ.
The center fielder, Ian.
First delivery to him. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon.
Number 45.
So a good job all in all this afternoon, and as it stands, he can only win this one as he departs with a 1-run lead. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Happ with a 2-1 count now. All even now, 2-2.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Next, it'll be Wilson Contreras. Prior history in this matchup. He's 2 for 3. And a ball 1-0. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Ball and a strike.
Playing 11. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Grounded to third. He's got it. And there are 2 away now. The next Cub up, Anthony Rizzo. He flew out in his last debut. He's set and the pitch. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Ball 2.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Jake Marisnick would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it. But when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your one-run lead.
Jake Marisnick is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
And there's ball 2 now. Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnick. Rizzo is off of first with 2 away. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. They trail 3-2. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Brandon Workman will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jock Peterson will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Colin Moran is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Into the windup and the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away. Gregory Polanco will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning. As we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Weak roller right side. Throw on to first, 2 gone. So the next to bat will be Adam Frazier. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Happ is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in as the switch-hitting second baseman, Ildemaro Vargas.
Down by 1, I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, you know, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that one run across. Others, they're going to look for 1 or 2 big swings to make it happen.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
1 strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Ball 3.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you've got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
And the count will be full. Hit on the ground out to short. Newman fields it cleanly, and that's the first down. Here's Jock Peterson now. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson. A 1-1 is in there for the second strike. Back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous when a guy had jets on the base paths?
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a very difficult spot. You're one hit away from getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really think about putting somebody on first that might be able to score the ball again.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So in now for Chicago, Jason Hayward. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's gone 2 for 5. Fly ball right down the line in left. Giving chase is Goodwin. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. And now, Jacob Stallings, a hit in 2 tries so far. First offering on its way. In the air out to left. Peterson has a read on it. 1 away. Jared Oliva will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 14.
Here's the first pitch to him. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Here's the center fielder. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kevin Newman. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. 3 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates, but they still lead it 3-2. Roberto Osuna is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 54.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He was a double play victim last time around. A fastball taken for strike 1.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Chris Bryant earns the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Ian Happ is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
This is why you pay the price of admission right here. Power on power. My money's on the pitcher.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Ian Happ goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. Wilson Contreras is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Rounded down the third baseline. Fielded cleanly. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Ryan Tepera is on to take over on the mound now, and he'll take over the cleanup spot in the lineup following the double switch. Cameron Maybin will also enter as a part of the double switch as he'll hit in the 7th hole in the lineup. And now the first pitch. Brian Reynolds is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
1-0.
Line to the right side. This lands foul down there to make it 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. to second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out. Next to hit, Brian Hayes, and he's 0 for in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
And there he goes towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And Contreras nabs him with a strong throw to second.
Well, they've got a small lead, and they're pushing to add to it by being aggressive on the base pass. But as a manager, you just hope you're not giving up outs that you wish you could have had back.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Maben is there, and that will end the inning. 1 hit's all they get. Nothing. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. They'll start things out against Roberto Osuna, who for his part goes for the save in this one. And he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the 9th. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Cameron Maben is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. And that's going to get your tying run in scoring position, as it ought to be good for extra bases. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. Maben blows through the stop sign, headed for home. He comes across to score, and the Cubs have tied it. We are knotted at 3. At the plate, Ildemaro Vargas. No hits to this point. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
Count still at 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Got him with the slurve there. 2 gone.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Now at the plate is Colin Moran. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
The first baseman, number 19, Colin.
Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner, but this lands foul for the first strike.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
Popped up. Bryant is there for it. 1 out. Here's Gregory Polanco, and a chance they walk him here to set up a double play that would keep the game tied. Here's the first pitch. Fastball. Ooh, that ran in and drilled him. Next up is Adam Frazier. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
A throw behind the runner at second. Runner back safely. Goodwin on second. Polanco at first. 1 gone.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Swinging a soft liner. There's one. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side. Here's Javier Baez. The winning run stands at second base. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. Nothing more. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Shot back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. Now a long throw home. And they're going to walk off with with a 4-3 victory.
Well, that at bat shows clearer than anything that some guys, they have that